So how many first timers do we have here at Six Summer? Give those guys a round of applause for wanting to get kicked in the nuts for 5 days straight because they just signed up for it.
Okay guys, so managed to make it. Day one, Six Summer. We already went ahead and got the car all in race trim. I've got some changes I made to the computer system. So basically I turned up the launch RPM a little bit, turned up the boost a little bit because everything was still set from race. It was just one of the things, set from race. It was still set up from the street drive. So it was one of the things I forgot to do yesterday. We're in the B radial group. Right now they're getting ready to pull up all the slick tire cars, so we're not far behind. But yeah, we had the drivers meeting this morning, and I'm just trying to get the car in order so we can start going. And we're basically just now waiting to go up. So I think we're in a good spot. Shocks are all set. Tires are on. Got a little more tire pressure than yesterday. I don't know what it was, my funky gauge or something, but shout out to Alice and her Halo. I know I always made fun of that thing, but it has come in clutch a few times on this trip. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that. So I think we're ready to go. Like I said, they're gonna pull up the slick tire cars now and then call A, B, C radials. We're in the B group, like I said, and we're gonna try to make a good pass today. Right?
It's gonna be a great pass today.
It's gonna be a good pass.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be great.
Well, we're gonna go up, maybe try to catch a couple of runs from some of the other guys real quick, and then I'm gonna get suited up in the car and we're gonna head up.
Nothing when I say he has one of those jobs that you do not get a lot of sleep, but he creates some great content. All right, here comes your final two hot rods in our 850 days classes. Joe Fritz is left-hand side in this pair, and Mike Chenoweth on the right-hand side. He's driving the 1970 model Plymouth Roadrunner. Yeah, CB Roadrunner. It actually has a Roadrunner style horn from the cartoon, like at least it originally did. Send him on his burnout way.
Yeah.
Folks, this is one of the winningest cars in drag and drive history. Brian originally debuted this car over 15 years ago. He had raced the 1970 model small tire Chevelle Originally put this car together, it was a paint flop. It was the opposite. It was a red car with kind of the black flames off the front. Now this car has run the sixes numerous times, actually holds the single pass record for ultimate iron or unlimited iron, depending on what drag and drive you're running. And should be, if he's got it tuned up right, should be in the 640 to 660 range. Goldstone is a master of this craft. The guy has a ton of gear vendors guitars, which means you have to finish top 3 averages overall in a major drag and drive. And he has a bunch of the mag orange helmet as well. Goldstone, who just recently put together a 1954 Corvette, coming back to defend his title here. He is the only guy that we have ever seen at the top of the food chain every year in 6 tons. That 1972 taking a regular one. It's got a supercharged 10.3 Hemi underneath the hood. Now on the opposite side of the racetrack, the Crier Ride, which was put together last year and debuted right here at 6 Summer. This is also, by the way, the family that has the wheel-standing Dibco milk truck. Dad's driving the milk truck this week. Nick is driving the 34 Ford, and that has a twin-turbo LS combination on board, and in testing, he ran his best time ever right here at Byron, 681 at 201 miles an hour for Nick Crier's hot rod 2 days ago. And Veronica's looking at me and she's pointing at the floor, and I'm going, yes, I did say that right here. I am a semi-paid professional. I'm earning my $5 a day, please. Thank you. Nick Crier on the right-hand side. This guy came within 10 miles of finishing 6 Summer last year. Knocked the rod bearings out of it at the last checkpoint. He is trying to not only finish the week, but he's looking for his first 7:18 and 190 is how we'll start, and an 8:05 and 169 for the free business coupe. 136. For Stephen Donahue in the Studebaker. I mean, how cool is that? You got a 53 model Chevy Businessman's Coupe and a Studebaker. Where else but right here at 6 Summer? Now, you heard me talk about Nick Crier and the fact that his family used to drive the Dibco milk truck. And by the way, in case you want more icebreakers, Dibco, standing for Detroit Industrial Vehicle Company. I think I actually impressed Emily Reeves with decent knowledge this morning. I mean, I feel like I've done my job. This is a twin-turbo big block milk truck. As in, I say that like you could go to and get a milk truck with a twin-turbo big block. Yeah, please check that box. On the opposite side, the 1957 Chevy Bel Air. I mean, you want to talk about, again, a really cool pair of nostalgic classics on the starting line, and the newer of the two is 63 years old. All right, your next pair coming out here is 1969 model Chevy Chevelle left-hand
Go Will, man. Knock it out.
Left-hand side has problems. Right-hand side, 1019, 132 miles.
13, 5, 10. Don't know what happened at the start, but Will tell us.
All right, attention in the bids. Attention in the bids. I will take Junior Street to the staging lanes, please. Junior Street. Take you to the staging lanes at this time, please. Junior Street. We'll take you to the staging lanes, please. Left-hand side has some problems. Right-hand side, 1019, 132 miles an hour. For Paul English's Dodge Super Bee, 1350, 122 miles an hour. For the left-hand side, that was Will Felice, 1985 model Trans Am. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here, but just say that you're probably not going to get your best of laps time from a 302 60-foot. Probably want that to start with a 1. Probably cut it in half would be a good place to start.
Thanks. Alright guys, really messed that one up today. My reaction time was a little better, not great. 60 foot. I basically spun the tires. I forgot to hit record on the GoPro here, so I'm sure Ken got it, but I actually slowed down from yesterday's test, which is, you know, not great. Picked up mile per hour in the 8th, but yeah, I've got to work on that launch. I think I might try it next time without the 2-step, just to try to get off the line a little better and see how it goes from there. But yeah, let's see what Ken saw. But yeah, I definitely know I lost those tires pretty good. All right, guys. So I decided, with my crappy 12 yesterday and my crappy 13 today, we got to reevaluate how we're going to launch. But, you know, since this is our first drag and drive, and I don't want to break anything on the first day, and I know we're not really going to be competitive because a lot of these guys, you know, some of them do it for a living.
One guy got an 8.52 on an 8.5 limit. If he was any faster, he would have been out disqualified.
Yeah, right. So
that's what we're running against.
I'm here to have fun with Ken and enjoy everything else. You know, there's checkpoints and all the other stuff that we're gonna go catch up on. So we're gonna turn in our slow time slip just so we're still in the race. But Ken just happened to find something while I was trying to fix the alignment on the car. It got a little funny. And it's a little treat from when we were stuck on the Cross Bronx.
So, I think this might have been from your race somehow. I don't know.
Well, no, this
Cross Bronx.
Yeah, because this is the one with the hole in it. We tried to use this to cool off our brake sensor. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not the hole.
Yeah, that's the hole. Turn it upside down, man.
Oh, see? You're right. You're right.
Yeah, see? So, yeah.
Well, it took a ride to us. We think that's maybe the slow start was the extra weight.
The extra weight and then went front. Yeah, maybe.
So anyway, it was pretty mangled and melted up.
Yeah.
But it's good for a chuckle.
It's good. So
Would you
yeah.
like a drink, Will?
No, I'm good. I don't want that. No, that's hot water. All right, so yeah, we're getting packed up here, and we're gonna start hitting some of the checkpoints and try to get to our hotel at a reasonable hour. So that's it. That's day one. Let's go turn in our time slip. This is the first drag and drive.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I've had that car since I was 14. And I've drag raced it before, but it's got a. I basically took what you guys did with the bone marrow.
Okay. Nice.
And did that. And then some of what Tony Angelo did again.
Yeah.
You know, and tried to get things to work. Hey Ken,
Yeah.
how's your navigating doing? doing?
Right now, not very well, but we're on a nice dirt road through farm country.
Wait, what do you mean we're on a dirt road?
Yeah, well, these
Here, let me take a look. Hold on.
people have a
Oh.
good sense of humor.
Oh yeah, look at that.
They changed our navigation system and they're using one we've never used before. They had us going both directions on the same route, and so navigation doesn't compute for the route. That's it.
That's true. I know they say that you cannot rely on traditional GPS to get around on a lot of these drag and drives. But yeah, there was some construction going on, and when we talked to the ladies in the tower to ask them if they had any insight to the app, so we knew how to use it, but they all didn't know either. So yeah, we're really winging it here. We definitely went the wrong direction.
I don't know if it's wrong. Other people might be wrong, and we're right. That's why nobody's here.
No, I'm pretty sure we went the wrong direction because we're now on a dirt road.
Our route that they gave us does not say you are off route.
Well, now it doesn't. Ken's not saying that all of a sudden this one popped up.
Come on, they told us at 8:30 this morning, oh, by the way, we changed your route for construction, and so figure it out, go left or go right instead of left. And then they left us and fed us to the wolves, man. Fed us to the wolves.
That is true. During the driver's meeting this morning, they did say they were going to change the route, but yeah, right now we're driving down a dirt road, and hopefully it's not for too far. So I'll update you guys when we get to the first checkpoint.
And I think their words were, "Don't worry, it'll work." And if you flip it the other way, Will, you see weird things happen. We got cows.
We could do like a Top Gear and maybe throw a cow on the roof.
Yeah, we could milk them, maybe make some cheese.
Flashback to anyone that watched the OG Top Gear with Jeremy Clarkson. I think he was in a 3rd gen Camaro, and they put a cow on the roof. So yeah, all right, we're gonna try to head back to the route and get to our first checkpoint. Alright guys, so day one, we're at our checkpoint number 2, which is Motion Raceworks here. It's a place I've seen on TV so many times. Any of you guys that follow Cletus know that he's been here a bunch of times and worked with Doug. We're gonna go with Doug on a tour to see the facility and how they do all the machining and where all the parts are. They're all 100% made here in America. So we're gonna go check them out and see where all those parts you put on your cars come from. So let's go.
We get loads of material multiple times a week, and from the second they come in, they get cut, put into the job schedule, rolled out the machines, and we're constantly dumping the feed. We run completely on the SAP integration system, so predictive analysis. We have about 2,000 SKUs, so you can imagine any day, any week, we're just getting work orders for all different types of stuff. Doing everything from fuel pumps all the way to catch cans, valve covers, everything in between. So it's been pretty busy out here. These two seesaws keep everything butt up and moving. Like I said, there's not a lot of material laying around because it's being used. We try to source pretty much 90% of our material is US made, unless it's just something that's not milled here in the USA. So it's pretty cool to see it come in stamped in Made in USA and then go out the other side.